My name is Alphonse Juma. I'm the CEO and founder of Oracom Group. So we are here because of the Palscity Foundation. So we have a foundation. It's called Palscity Foundation. It's a foundation that is formed to give back to the society, just like any other foundation. So it's not really a company or something that makes money. So we called out for certain volunteers, and that is why we are here. And we are meeting this team. And then after that, we'll be able to meet another team. We have been doing certain things which are already in the public domain. And those things that we do, we feel that they create a very big impact in the society. And we are looking for people of like-minded who can work with us or join us in doing them so that we can be able to do them on a bigger scale and have them felt on the ground. So that's why we are looking for this kind of people. Why we have this meeting is to clarify that position, what it entails, also hear your comments, what you think about it. And those who at the end of this meeting, they feel that this is something they can do, then those are the people who we are looking for. The position is, we have several positions. There's a position for a volunteer intern. So that's a person who needs an opportunity to grow their career. We have a position for a volunteer consultant. This is a person who will be offering us certain services, and then we will be paying them for the services that they offer for us. This position needs somebody who has some kind of experience, especially in proposal writing, because we have certain ideas that I'll be able to tell us about. If they're able to help us come up with those proposals, documentations on the same, or sometimes organizing for community activities, and then we facilitate them. Then we have also the person we call the coordinator or the ambassador. Now, this is the person who we want to work with and just assign them one role, just one role. I'm going to share with us those roles. I think also you guys applied for them. Just assign them one role. Okay, yeah. So we are looking for, I'll just go back to it again. So we are looking for a person we are calling an intern. An intern is somebody who's in school, most probably is done community management in school, and they're looking for a place to learn, to continue learning. Yeah, so that's one person. And then we're also looking for a consultant. Consultant is different from the others because he'll be committing his time and resources, and then we'll be paying. So he'll be quoting for us a service that he can provide. Most of the time, it will be about proposal writing or partnership documentations. Then he'll be doing for us a quotation before he starts. And then once he's already done it or delivered it, we'll be able to be paying. Or he can tell us we're paying in deposit. And then once it's done, we pay the balance. So that one will be more like you just offering a service. Of course, we would appreciate at reasonable prices because you'll be part of the thing we are building. Then we have the third person is the coordinator or the ambassador. Now, this guy is going to be assigned a certain program, for example. So we have several programs there. So what he'll do is he'll set up a team that he wants to work with. He can decide to set up a team of people of like-minded who also understand that program or they have an interest in that program. So he'll set up a committee. He'll be more like our coordinator or more like our ambassador for a given project. And then he's going to set up a team that is going to work with. Now, this team here is going to, so just a minute, 1 minute, allow. Let me remove the waiting room, yeah. So what is going to happen is this person here is going to be our coordinator. What this role will present you with is that you'll be our go-to person. We will make sure we give you the ability or the capacity to represent us on a given program. So we have several programs here. For this position, we are only looking for one person or two, the leader and the deputy. What you'll do after that is, if you want, you will go out and speak to other people of like-minded, if they believe in that particular program like you do. And then you'll set up your own team. There are people who can decide to set up a team maybe within the county, like if he wants representatives from certain counties, or if you want to just do something in that line in your community and do it with us, then you can set up a team. That team can meet, plan that activity, and then we'll be able to execute it together. So there are some people who will be able to do it when they already have their own interests. Like I've always had an interest of doing something in my community or in my county, or I want a name. Like many people we've worked with, they have had like, they are looking for certain positions, or they are looking for just maybe for political reasons, or just to be recognized or to have something on their CV. So there are people like that. So if you want, if we are doing something and you feel you can do it within your level or within your community or within your county or even nationally, then you are free to set up a team or another subcommittee behind you. Recruit that team, we'll create for you a WhatsApp group, and then working with our team, we'll execute that agenda. Yeah, so that's what that ambassador or that coordinator is. That position is volunteer, but we will always try to facilitate where necessary. You'll be able to share with us where facilitation is needed. That position also does not need you to resign at your work, or if you're doing something, you don't need to resign because you are coming to do it. No, it's just a thing that you do on the part-time when you're free, or when you have time, or when we have activities. So most of the time you'll just be online executing it. It's not good if you are a person who struggles, for example, you can't be able to, like every time you want to do something, that even getting on the internet, for example, then you're asking for bundles, for example, then that position would not work very much for you. There will be no meetings or nothing we'll be doing that will include a lot of movement. So the position will not need you to be using your money to move to another place or do something. No. Then the last position, that is the fourth one, is a technocrat. Technocrat is a person who has influence. In the registration, we give an example, like it can be the governor. So some of these coordinators, sometimes you can decide to recruit a technocrat. A technocrat is a person who has influence, but you want them more like to oversee your work or to be with the board of what you're doing. But they're just people also that when you need to send a letter somewhere, or when you need, there are these buttons that you need, like there's always somebody who can get you a job somewhere. So these technocrats, you'll be able to engage them or bring them on board. Now, once we set up this team, we are going to give you the program that you select. The applications that came from this are 600. So you guys are around 600, but the number of people we need are less than 50. It means therefore there's already an over application, but we are looking for people who would not be even very many on that program, but people who would be really useful in terms of kujitolea. Just like I said, it's an organization, it's not a company. So what is the ultimate goal? Why would you invest your time on a thing like this? Why would you need to take your time on a thing like this? The thing is, the ultimate goal is that we want to do something together that would give us, both you and ourselves, a name. Number two, something that would help another person, create an opportunity for another person. And then lastly, we are also looking for how to attract donors and partners into that thing that you're doing. So where is money coming from? Money is going to come when we all come together, and then during your time, when you have a program or something you want to do, we will together, we will help you write proposals, we will submit those proposals, and then from the proposals, we'll be able to get partners, we'll be able to get donors, etc. So this, I think like this, we've tried to do it before, but not in this structure. Why it did not work is because we did not have a lot of structures. We didn't have structures. So what we decided to do is to set up those structures so that the structure is clear. The other thing that we also did wrong was that we decided to do many things at a go. So everyone was just doing the same thing. All of us, were all doing the same thing. So what we've done now is that we've decided to allocate. For example, if it's Eric Nyamai, and you feel you have an interest in a given program, then that is the only thing you do. Only if there is an event, you just set up one event. We schedule it in our calendar. And then from Monday, if the event is in December, you start working on it right today. Like from the day we give you the opportunity, you start working on it. So working on it means what? So different calibers of people. There could be a person who is still a student, for example, and is looking for connection, is looking for a team to work with, is looking, of course, I hope you guys have done some bit of research about us and the activities that we are doing. I hope you should have. If you've not, take your time, by the way, research about us, the mother company, oracomgroup.com. Also research about the Palscity Foundation. When you do your research, you'll realize that there are some people we've been walking around with or visiting our offices, and they feel it's so interesting, it's so good, and they're just looking for how they can be able to, it can be a big thing so that they can see how they can put in their money on it. Check on the website about, I think the USAID, there's something in connection to that. I'll be able to talk about them. Also, you'll realize also the Boss Mentorship League, again, there were so many people there. So we did it just as a mock-up to give you guys an idea of what the outcome would be for a program if you get the concept clearly and you start running with it. Yeah. So, so I think that's it. We applied 600 people, and what we are looking for is around just 50 people. For a person who will become eventually successful, this is a person who is going to be given a program, is going to start planning it right now, is going to form his committee or team to work with, and then where facilitation is needed, we'll give that person facilitation. But the good thing is that they are going to just start concentrating to build an idea around it. The people that we select, we eventually select, will be forming up committees. We'll be meeting maybe once after every 2 weeks, when we just brainstorm and see who needs help from which county, like that. Also to repeat is that you are allowed, once we elect you or once we give you the opportunity, that you are our ambassador. Definitely it comes with some name. So once you are our ambassador, we'll expect you to represent us well. So initially also we did this, but what we did is we allowed people to campaign or to vote online. So as they were voting, we ended up having people who are very good with voting, but very poor when it comes to kujitolea in terms of things that are for foundation. So those are among the things that we've corrected that we are not doing correctly at the time. So I'm going to take us through the positions that we have so that after this, the end product, I want you to take today and also take tomorrow. At least by end of tomorrow, let us know if based on what you've had, you feel that this is a thing for you. And you also let us know which position. Then we are going to look at everyone who has gotten back to us. We are going to assign you a WhatsApp group for that particular program. Then you are going to start mobilizing people. You're going to, no, you'll not start mobilizing people. First of all, you are going to form your own committee for that program. And then after that, you're going to come up with a calendar of what you want to do. For this year, each group is just going to do one activity. Then you tell us when you want to do it. Then we are going to all together with the teams that we have here at the office, work with you to execute it until it's all done. I hope that intro is good. So I'm going to go to my screen straight away. Let's confirm that we can see my screen. What can we see?
I've seen their Person of the Year award.
Oh yeah. So this is one of the things we do, by the way. And there are some people who will be running a program like this, for example. That is under economic economic empowerment. So if we give you a program, for example, to run a thing like this, then what you'll be doing is straight away you make sure that that program alone is executed. You don't do any other thing. You only concentrate on it. So I'm going to open the foundation website. So when you go to Palscity Foundation, and then you open the website, there are programs. I think it's one of the most organized NGO. By the way, this is an NGO project. So it really needs kujitolea. Yeah. So the first program is called Financial Literacy and Empowerment Ambassador. So we are looking for a person or two people, the leader and their deputy, who can help us to run a program across the counties on financial literacy. That is, somebody knows where they can make money and how they can make good use of their money, wasiende broke. So he'll be preaching money. He'll be preaching about people being able to manage their finances. He'll be preaching empowerment. So such kind of a person, we need somebody who can spearhead that one. For this person, is going to be in charge of our financial empowerment program, which is the Palscity Foundation. The Palscity, well, so when you come here to Palscity, there is the Palscity Circle. So we've already built a circle around this, which focuses on the counties. So what is this guy going to do? This guy here is going to assist people. So there are always people like that. So when you come to this website, and then you come here to the circle, we already have the things we already have. So people are saving monies like this. So this one already has money that people are saving. For example, me, I have a savings of 72,000 right now, and I can be able to get a loan from the circle of 217,000. So I need a person who would be able to be in charge of this. He look at it and see it as an opportunity for growth and for empowerment. So helping people with this, and then helping people who want like entrepreneur, investor money, for example, and then they want to, or somebody wants to start a business and is looking for money. So to get this person started, we already have a ground. In Taita Taveta, we have 4 people. In Nairobi County, we have 45. In which other one? So all the counties are already, around 42 counties are already covered. We have 4 people. So the person who will be in charge of this, organizing for us where we need to go next to talk about the circle and how to invite people to come and tell them about financial empowerment. So such kind of a person. If you feel that is your calling, then please join us for this program. It has to be somebody who has some money things. It would be very good if you've done something like this before, like you've worked in a bank, you've worked in a circle, you've worked in a merry-go-round, or you are the chairman of what, or you are what. If you have such kind of an experience, if you don't have that kind of an experience, bado iko sawa, you can be trained into it. But that is the person we need for the first one. So we need the ambassador for it. He'll be working with our circle officer who is in the office here. Just in case he's gone somewhere, he talked to them about the circle and they are interested. This person, by the way, I think is the only person mwenye atakuwa anapata pesa, him, because he'll be dealing with money. So he'll be earning as he does all these programs here. So this person can decide to set up a committee around him, the people he wants to work with, and then they get to work. Next is called the Vijana na Biashara Expo. So when you go here again on the menu here, you'll be able to see each of the programs they are here. Yeah. So the Vijana na Biashara. So this one also is a program we've already done. Actually, we've done 2 editions already, 2 editions. So we need someone who can come up with a program and look at the youth in the country and say this youth, he wants to work with us, the Palscity Foundation and the Oracom Group, the resources that we have, to mobilize youth who are into business and connect them to jobs, which will come from this financial literacy, and also to connect them to people who are able to get them tenders, for example, which comes from the designer I showed, Richard Kinaeri Komondi. So just a person, and then he'll organize one event between now and the end of the year called Vijana na Biashara Expo. So the last one we did, it was in Nairobi. It was very successful. Another one we did 2 months ago at Utalii Grounds. So a person who feels he can organize just one, atatuambia, in which county, like he'll say, I want to organize I want to be the lead for the next Vijana na Biashara, and I feel I can deliver it in Kericho. Then we'll start mobilizing all Vijanas who are in Kericho County and they have businesses or they want to start businesses. They'll come to this event, they'll showcase their businesses, they'll showcase their initiatives. Some of them will need funding. So at the end of it, this person will be known as the person who helped them to come together to get funding for their businesses, etc. So there are many things that are internal that this program will give you. How will it take your time, for example? So this program won't take any of your time because we're only saying we need to organize one. And you organize it at a place where you feel you're stronger. If the leader feels it can be delivered in Busia, we'll just close it and say, Vijana na Biashara Expo for this year, we'll be doing it in Busia. Then now you start working around it. Once you've delivered one in Busia, for the monies that will be made, for example, in that event, we'll sit down with you, the person who has worked, apart from facilitating you, every other monies that shall have been made during that Vijana na Biashara, we'll use it to appreciate. Because this is an NGO, so people are not really paid. But if you grow yours, like I said, this is just a seed. We just have some money we'll like to support you with, but we expect you now to grow it into a bigger seed that some people, that everyone else will be talking about. So for the person who will be doing this, we've already done it in many places. We've done Kisumu, we've done Kericho, Kisumu, Nakuru, Eldoret, we've done Machakos. So you'll just see what we had done before, and then you plan the next one, you tell us. So maybe for this one, here at a plan mingi, it'll have more of them because it has, everywhere people go, watu watakuwa na join na pesa, and then he'll be earning from the people who join. So it's different. So this guy here is different from the rest. He can do as many things as he wants. This one will only do one between now and the end of the year. So just one program, one Vijana na Biashara, you organize, you start mobilizing people to join it, you recruit, you can have your representatives in other counties, etc. Next is a bleach cleanup program ambassador. This one falls under the environmental. So a person who is passionate about environmental issues, or if you are learning it in school, and you feel this is something that would interest you. So the beach cleanup, we did one in Mombasa already. It has very good videos. When you go to that page, you'll be able to see it. So we need a person who will be organizing one of them. The date is already set. The date for doing it, this one, is already set. So we just need a person who, once you get the position, you just start planning on it. Who are the partners? How can we bring them on board? What do we need? What will be the budget? And you tell us, this will be the budget we need, and this is how I plan we raise it. We work together until that event is delivered. Then you start planning for the next one. Next one is the training workshops and jobs program ambassador. So we need a person who can help us. This one also has something financial. Somebody who can help us with trainings and workshops or helping people get jobs. So we already have the opportunities already. So if again, that's something you feel you can do, please register as the head for it. We have a program we call Go Green, Go Crazy ambassador. These are people who believe that trees should be planted, everything should be green. So we call it Go Green, Go Crazy. It falls under environmental awareness. So that also we need a person. We have a program called Wamama Oye program. So this is a person who is pro-women. I'm not sure whether this person will be a male, but I guess he'll be a lady. So a person who is more of women empowerment, we'll need him for this program. And it goes again very deep. So for this program also, we've done some things on it. So if you think you can organize a women, let's say women in business or just any programs on them, we call it Wamama Oye. The next program is called Environmental Hubs Ambassadors. So we have a dream to create what we call environmental hubs. We've already built samples and they're already here that you can begin with. But you need, again, this person to be able to just run that program alone. It's called an environmental hub. So this program is also run. So that program, we also need a person. Next is called the Boss Mentorship League. The date for this one is already set. It's going to be on 4th of December. So we need one person who will, from now, just start planning it and executing it. It's called the Boss Mentorship League. We've done one, and it was very, very successful. So this one also is not difficult to run because we've done a very nice one. You'll watch in the videos in the program on the website. We have a program for sanitary pads. So this person also will come up with something. If you have a calling for that one, sanitary pads. That one I can't talk much about, but we've also done a program on it in Kibra. So again, you can learn from it. So we need now a person to deliver the next event. Technology in elections and campaigns. This one mostly is there during elections, but you're already building something. So we need, again, a person who can be able to join that. We have smart farming and food empowerment ambassador. So we need somebody who can help us spearhead conversations on that, organize an event on it, we help support, and then it'll be good to go. So that also, we have a number of videos as well that we've done. So if you feel it's of your interest, please, after this, let us know. Youth We Connect ambassador. Youth We Connect ambassador is a person who will be running programs. So this one also we've done at Power 254. It was very good. Youth We Connect is a program that connects the youth, issues on mental health, issues on drugs, issues on capacity building, youth empowerment. It's called Youth We Connect. Next is called Telling Untold Stories program. So for somebody who has an interest in telling stories of people, maybe you camera. So we have a studio here, we have cameras, just making sure that people's stories are told. We have a feeling that many people have stories, but these stories are not yet told. But we have the capacity. We have a radio station. We have a podcast here. So a person would be able to just organize us way in which people tell their stories. How did you start your business? What were the challenges? So that this story can be published on our website, and then somebody can learn from it. It's more like mentorship. So it's called Telling Untold Stories. We believe people die with very good stories. The next program we are looking for somebody to do is Good Governance Hotspot Program Ambassador. So on our website, we have a page called the Hotspots, this one here. It's a very interesting one. So this is where we've built technology around a person where you can log in and see the things that people are suffering from. So when somebody feels there is something that needs to be done, but it's not done, maybe by the leaders who are elected, they'll come here and submit it as a hotspot. And then when people come, people can click and see that hotspot. So what could this hotspot be? It could be, for example, there is a place where there is a pothole, a road which is dangerous, and you feel somebody needs to fix it, but they have not fixed it. It could be something in the public domain. Let's say the issue of Ian Njoroge right now. So a person who can be able to report that as a hotspot and then see a way in which such cases do not occur again, Or can we say our leaders can be able to offer something more? Could it be that we could have mental awareness? Could it be that maybe influence of drugs? Could it be that some people get angry, so they need to be handled differently? They come up with programs, what we call petitions here. So when you come here, like if there's an increased livestock theft and you feel it's a hotspot, you'd record it as a hotspot. And then what we will do is mobilize or rally the management or the leadership of that area. So we have connections already with the governor, with the senator, with who, so that that thing is fixed. And when it is fixed, then we go back and celebrate it as having added a voice to it. So what the public will be doing is will be to submit petitions. For example, they just come like that, and then they submit their petitions on it by putting their name, their email address. Then they submit a petition. They rank it here. Yeah. So that's what we call the submit petition or hotspot. So we need a program lead for it and the deputy. We have a program we've done. This is also tied to elections, maybe not very busy now, strategic election campaign ambassador. So we've done now two conferences on it, strategic election campaign. So we need a person again who would be able to start planning it as early. Sherekea Uzee was very successful last month. So this is where we rally older people or people who have their grandparents, and we give them a treat of their life. This one, we took them to Huko Kajiado, and they enjoyed for a day. When they slaughter, we treat old people. We make them feel like they are young. Then we have cultural days ambassador, celebrations ambassador. This one will be working with universities to organize cultural days. And then we partner with them. So for this, we've done with Tangaza College. We've done with Tangaza University. We've done with Uma College. They were also very successful. So we are looking for an ambassador to just help us organize those. Then we are looking for e-commerce and marketplace access program. This is also more of money. So somebody who can be able to help us organize marketplaces. So we've already built a technology again around that. We've built it on My Big Order. So somebody who can be able to help us. This one also you do and then you get money, this one. But it involves mobilizing more sellers who are selling their products within their counties so that they're able to sell online. They go online and sell them within our e-commerce. So if I pick, for example, Kiambu County, we already have 63 sellers who are selling 435 products. So when you come here to visit, for example, then we give you the marketplace for Kiambu County. Now, this person, we will be writing to him letters to take to the governor. Some of them will be submitting by ourselves. But now here we have county, what we call everyone who is selling products in Kiambu County, they'll be here. So there we have Thika. So there's a Thika marketplace, like Zinakwanga for WhatsApp. So we have a WhatsApp group for it. You'll be mobilizing that. So there's a Thika marketplace, there's a Ruiru. So these are the products on the platform right now that are being sold from Ruiru, Limuru, Lari, Kikuyu, Kiambu Town, Kiamba, Kabete, Juja, Githunguri, Gatundu South. So it mobilizes the sellers by giving them a market where they can be able to sell their products. So for this, how will you make money? When this person you mobilize and then they sell and there is a sale, we give you what you call an affiliate link. When you mobilize for a sale, then you get a commission from it. But how about if you are not mobilizing for the sale, or what makes it not a business and a program within our foundation? So this is what makes it a program within our foundation. So what we want to do is to approach these leaders and organize different marketplaces So we say there is a Bungoma marketplace. So we mobilize all the sellers in Bungoma. We organize a day, we hire a hall. They come with their products, they showcase them on that day. And then we invite also people to come and see their products and buy. We shall have helped these people. So doing that again, you need to form a committee from different areas, they start mobilizing. And then the ultimate thing is that now we need to showcase it, let's say to the governor. He would be interested because such things have not been done in the counties. That you are telling him that all the people who are selling from Kiambu town, for example, they can now find a market, let's say in the US, because you help them to get their products on the internet. So that's a program, and that is the one for that. Another one is called the Road Safety Program Ambassador. So this is for a person who has passion for road safety. Just seeing how accidents can be reduced, like less people dying on the roads, having programs on road safety, things like that. Walk in Our Shoes is again pro-women. So in this program, we want to show people. So again, this one, we've done one. You've been able to see it on the website, where somebody in our woman's shoes. So we were literally like giving you a lady's shoes and then you walk. You'll see it there. It's very interesting, that program. So those who want to show men that they really need to value and respect women because they cannot walk in their shoes. So it's more of a pro-women program, that one. And again, I'll task someone who can think of pro-men or pro-men's conference. Somebody who can take us to men conference, tuende tuione yenyewe. We have Palscity Gigs Ambassador. These are very active program. For that, we've been able to give a lot of money. When you come to the website, you'd be able to find it on the, on this area here. So this is where we give people money, just how they can use Palscity to make money. Since you began this program, you can see on my screen, so far we've given a total of 1.9 million. We're almost hitting 2M of empowerment. So we need a person who will be in charge of this. He'll be working with the person inside here. In Nairobi, we've given 392,000, Kericho, 237,000, Nakuru, 147,000, Kisii, 110,000, Kiambu, 97,000, Kisumu, 64,000, Mombasa, 51,000, Kigali, Rwanda, 46,000, Vihiga, 46,000. In Kenya, so far, we've given 1.5 million. In Rwanda, we've given 105,000. In Uganda, we've given 58,000. In Tanzania, we've given 50,000. So a person would be able to join in that program and see how more people can be able to earn from it. We have the county program ambassador. So we need also a person who is able to help us. Whenever you guys need a representation in certain counties, then he can be the head for it. We have university and colleges program ambassador. This is the person who will be representing us in a particular college. This one needs to be 1 or 2 per college. So far we've done one in MKU. Yeah. So a person who can be able to say, me, I'm from this university, and I think these programs, all of them, I want them to run in this university, and I'll be your point person. I want to help you start a program, start a club. Yes, so you'll be welcome for it. After this, what follows is you look at what we've said, all of them, see what you can do, if you can do it, and then we get going. So we really need a person who, after you've understood it, me, I'm the vision bearer, and why I'm asking you guys, why I'm calling you guys into this stream is because I feel they are very good, but my strength is in tech. I'm excelling a lot in tech. I'm not into a lot of these things here, but I really want to do them, but I can't do them by myself. So I organize this so that I can speak to people. A person who can just listen to me and feel, yeah, this gentleman, I think this vision is great. Maybe I also have the same vision, or I wanted to do something like that, but I feel I may not have the resources to grow to that level. But I think, yes, Mr. Alphonse, I can help you grow that dream. That vision, I feel, is something that can help the society yes, Mr. Alphonse, you may have the capacity, but you may not be available to do it. So I can be here to help you stand on the dream. The end product for all of us is that you'll be part of a thing that is credible, a thing that is forward driven, a thing that has a lot of tech. MIA invests a lot on building the technologies behind what you're doing.